Without these human rights, our personality can never develop. We will not be able to survive in these harsh conditions. Now I know some of you must be thinking, Miss, India has already signed the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Then why are you talking here to us about this topic? Children, this simple signature is not enough. What we require today is awareness and sensitiveness. Even now, in our country, there are many cases of violation of human rights. Nirbhaya case, Manipur violence case, Kolkata RG rape murder case are some examples of such human rights violations in India. Similar violations are happening all over the world. But trust me, children, charity begins at home. Theme for Human Rights Day 2024 is Our Rights, Our Future Right Now. Focusing on how human rights empower individuals and communities to build a brighter future. As we celebrate World Human Rights Day, let us all become ambassadors of kindness, spreading joy and understanding wherever we go. Thank you. Good morning, respected principal, Mr. Merlin, honorable manager, Sister Digna, sisters, teachers, and all my fellow companions. Today, December 10th, we commemorate Human Rights Day, a global celebration of the inherent dignity and worth of every individual. On this day, in 1948, the United Nations General Assembly adopted the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, a landmark document that enshrines the fundamental rights and freedoms to which all human beings are entitled. 74 years later, we reaffirm our commitment to uphold the principles of equality, justice, and dignity for all. Human Rights Day serves as a reminder of all the progress we have made and the challenges we still face in ensuring that these rights are protected, respected, and fulfilled. Now, let us invoke God's blessings through a prayer dance.
1948. This date is a significant date. It's the year the United Nations had adopted something called the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Now, what is Universal Declaration of Human Rights? It is a document that talks about the basic human rights, rights that all people have just because they are human. How was the world before 1948? The situation was not good, since there were many wars and conflicts, such as World War I and World War II. There was absence of democracy and dictatorship, violence. A lot of people were subjected to violence, such as women and many ordinary people. Discrimination and racism. Racism means making difference on the basis of gender, race, color, language, etc. Arbitrary arrest. That means arresting people for no reason or sometimes for their political views or opinions. Slavery, which means regarding some people as slaves. Because of all these problems, we can conclude that life was just miserable for so many people and in many parts of the world. So, to change this situation and to get a happy life, people protested for their rights until the countries of the world agreed to finally meet and adopt the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights is based on the idea that all people are equal and should enjoy the same rights. Dance is the universal language of the soul. It transcends borders, cultures, and generations. It's a symphony of footsteps, a rhythm of emotions, and a canvas of creativity. So, let the music move you. The rhythm inspire you, and the beauty of dance transport you to a world of wonder and awe.
like the International Federation for Human Rights, FIDH, International Society for Human Rights, ISHR, and Human Rights Watch are at forefront of this movement, working to defend and promote respect for the civil, political, economic, social, and cultural rights contained in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. The Human Rights Council, established in 2006 by the General Assembly, is the main intergovernmental body within the United Nations responsible for strengthening the protection and promotion of human rights globally. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights came with a long list of articles on the rights. But today, we shall only give examples of the basic human right every person has, the right to vote. Suffrage, political franchisee, or simply franchisee is the right to vote in public elections and in political elections. In some languages, and occasionally in English, it is also called active suffrage, which is distinct from passive suffrage, which is the right to stand for elections. The right to property. The right to property is often classified as a human right regarding their possessions. A gender recognition of the right to private property is more rarely found and is typically heavily labored. Insofar, it should be owned by a legal person and should be used for production rather than consumption. Freedom of expression. Everyone has the right to hold opinions, follow a religion, and change their belief. This applies to individual practice or within a community. This right protects a person's right to seek, receive, and impart information and ideas through any medium. The right to social services. Social services ensures that every person has a certain standard of living. This right protects a person's right. Article 25 in the UDHR defines these standards as adequate for the well-being and the health care of the individual and their family. The right to health care. The right to health care was first articulated by the WHO Constitution in 1946. This right includes the right to receive health care whenever needed and the right to be treated with dignity and respect.
The right to life. This right means that no one, including individuals and government, can kill you. This right is often invoked in discussions surrounding war, police brutality, capital punishment, and self-defense. Freedom from torture. This right states that no one should be subjected to torture or to cruel, inhuman punishments without consent in medical experimentation. The right to equal treatment. The right to equal treatment means that individuals must be treated the same as others in similar conditions. The right to privacy. This right protects citizens from government surveillance. This right is described as a freedom from arbitrary interference with his privacy, family, home, or correspondence. The right to work. Everyone has the right to work, but they also have the right to favorable conditions and protection against unemployment. The right to education. This right is a top priority for the world. Education must be free through elementary school. Later, education as well as technical and professional education should be available and accessible. Music speaks but cannot be expressed. So let us hear the Human Rights Anthem, a symphony of hope and solidarity that reminds us we are one, we are strong, and we will rise together for a brighter future.
Where we can all live in
every individual is entitled to. Simply by being human in a speech addressing the objective of human rights, we could emphasize several key points, promoting equality and dignity. The primary objective of human rights is to ensure that every individual, regardless of their caste, creed, background, is treated with equal respect and dignity. Human rights serve as the foundation for a world where discrimination, inequality, injustice are systematically eliminated, protecting fundamental freedoms. Human rights protect the fundamental freedoms that every person deserves. Freedom of speech, freedom of thought, freedom of religion, and right to participate in their government. These functions enable individuals to live their life authentically without fear of oppression, ensuring access to justice and protection. Human rights ensure access to justice and protection whether in a courtroom or seeking protection from abuse. They protect miserable groups such as refugees, children, women from exploitation and promote the rule of law so that everyone, regardless of their power, can enjoy equal protection.
Promoting social economic well-being, human rights also aim to provide individuals with essential services like education, healthcare, clean water, and work opportunities. By guaranteeing these basic needs, human rights foster an environment where individuals can thrive and live fulfilling lives, advancing global cooperation and peace. At their core, human rights aim to foster global solidarity and cooperation. By ensuring the protection of human dignity and freedom, we contribute to a world where peace, justice, and prosperity are possible for all, reducing the likelihood of conflict and ensuring stability across nations, empowering individuals and communities. Human rights encourage individuals to take an active role in their societies and their communities. By guaranteeing rights such as the right to vote, to assemble peacefully, and to participate in political life, we contribute to a world where peace, justice, and prosperity are possible for all. Human rights empower people to influence decisions that affect their life. In conclusion, the objectives of human rights are not only about protecting individuals but also about building a more just, compassionate, and equal world. As we celebrate Human Rights Day, let us witness the self-composed poem by Anaya Srivastava.
Good morning, respected sisters, teachers, and all my dear friends. Today, I, Anaya Srivastava, will recite a self-composed poem on human rights. We may be different, yet we are all the same. We breathe, we die, we feel something, we are alive. We have human rights. We should help each other and value one another. We are authors of our destiny. Let's believe that we are one. Let's respect who is in front of us. As someone said, when we look into someone's eyes, the truth that comes into our mind, you are part of me, I am part of you. You are part of me, I am part of you. Thank you.
I thought that lack of access to education was a thing of the past. Sadly, it still exists in some parts of the world.
Education is a powerful tool that can unlock a bright future for all of us. But many around the world still struggle to claim for this right. But we can stand up for each other. It makes a big difference in our lives. People with disability face a lot of challenges, but they deserve to lead a normal life, just like us.
People are still discriminated on the basis of caste, color, ethnicity, and religion. It's high time for this to stop. It does not matter how old we are. What matters is the courage to raise our voices. We can stand up for people who are discriminated around us because everyone deserves acceptance and a safe environment.
There are many who can't afford healthcare, but healthcare is a right and not a privilege. We can do our part in making sure that people around us get access to medical facilities because it does not matter if one is rich or poor. Everyone deserves access to medical facilities.
Standing up for human rights is everyone's responsibility, including mine. It does not matter what our age is.
It does not matter what our gender is.
It does not matter what our financial background is.
It does not matter where we are from.
It does not matter what our religion is.
This is Human Rights Day. Let's to stand up for each other's rights.
For expressing human rights and social justice issue, it can be a way to express emotions and histories that are often tough. Dance can be used to promote human rights and define them. So now some talented dance performers are coming on the stage to share their talent.
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me. That I call my the dark through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care, so call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. There's a house we can build. Every room inside is filled with things from far away. Special things I compile, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say we've lost our minds. I don't care if they call us crazy. Run away to a world that we design.
Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
However big, however small, let me be part of it all. Share your dreams provide the basis for sustainable conflict resolution. Human rights, human freedom, and human dignity have the deepest roots somewhere outside the perceptible world. These values are as powerful as they are because, under certain circumstances, people accept them without compulsion and are willing to die for them. A right delayed is a right denied, a famous quote said by Martin Luther King. It means that you should fight for your right because you may get only one chance to win or to get what you want. However, an unjustifiable delay may cause you loss and you won't enjoy your right if you delay it. With these beautiful lines, I would like to conclude our assembly and would like to give my heartfelt gratitude to our respected principal, Sister Merlin, and our honorable manager, Sister Digna, for giving our class the opportunity to depict on Human Rights Day. Now, I would like to call our respected principal, Sister Merlin, to invigorate us with her precious words.
The difficulties we go through or the environment we are exposed to, but we all have human rights and we have to fight for our right positively. This is what class 7A brought before us this morning. Did you get the message? Yes or no? Not only class 6 or 7 sitting here, what about the seniors sitting here? 11, 9, 8. Did you grasp the message? Yes, sister. Then let us give class 7A and the class teacher a loud round of applause for their effort. Well done, class 7A.